Hi, good morning. It is Wednesday, May 3rd, 2023. And let's make it a good day today, huh? So today we've got the FOMC. No, not the FOMC meeting. I think it was yesterday, but the we do have comments by JPal today. Let me throw up my screen here. Bloop, 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 bloop. All right. So it's today, market news. We've got ADP employment, S&P Plus services PMI, and ISM services. We've also got Federal Reserve interest rate statement. So at 11 o'clock, we'll know if the Fed is raising rates. I believe they're probably going to raise it about a quarter of a point. That's what most economists are thinking. So we'll find out. And at 11:30, we've got Jay Powell speaking. So that's what's going on today. And that is some tasty, tasty tea. So the ADP employment records or whatever. Let's see. We jumped to 290. So our median forecast was 133. Our previous was 142. And currently today's was 290. So let's take a look at this. So ADP says that the U.S. added 296,000 private jobs in April, which is a 9-month high. That's actually quite a lot of jobs, especially when the expectation was 133K. So the U.S. economy more than blasted that. Like, we have hella job openings now, and that's honestly what I want to see. Because, like, as much as I believe that we actually need a recession, and a recession is actually good, I'm uncomfortable in my chair. Ugh. As much as I believe that we need a recession, and I believe a recession is actually a good thing, I think that governments seem to panic like chickens with their heads cut off when there is any sort of hint of a recession. And they start printing money like crazy, and start raising the debt ceiling, and stop paying their bills. And I don't know what is going through their heads, but whatever it is, it doesn't seem to be sanity. So putting together, like, actually having a good job month, and some good signs in the economy, I think is useful and helpful, because we have anything but fearless leaders across the board for the most part. So being as that's the case, I just something that puts them at ease is what I want to see. Businesses grow a bit faster, ISM finds. Economy still in okay shape. According to ISM. I was reading an article last night that Bloomberg is projecting the S&P 500 to drop to about 3,200, and that they were basically divested out of most stocks and essentially liquid for the most part. And I think it's really important to be liquid when it comes time for a recession, because it's just it's pretty important in that regard. Are we live? I mean, I think we're live. Hoping we're live. I hit the live button. Just 1 second, Joe. Just checking out some stuff. We'll get the charts up in just a moment. Mm, 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 Yeah, we're live. All right, all right, all right. All right, let's go ahead and jump on the in the charts. One sec. Still have some stuff up that I don't want up. All right, now let's get some trading up. Okay, so I did some overnight trading, and we're currently up $384 on the day. 41.43 was very much a support and resistance level through the pre-market prior to the open. Let's take a look and see what happened. We'll switch to the 1 minute chart. All right, so this looks like the open here. I did most of my trading in this area. That's 412. I think this might have been my last trade of the morning or the overnight. It's like right here to here. And that was at 318. Yeah, about that. I missed that on this run here. All right. So we had a drop before the open around 6:03, 6 o'clock or so. That ran up at the open, made a new high. First 5 minutes or 20 minutes. Highs up there at 54, lows down at 31.75, and charts currently breaking down. We're still green, like the S&P 500 is still green on the day, but I think that this has a lot of potential to go red. The range is still pretty tight, like it has been, and I'm pretty sure that Jay Powell is going to announce that we're raising interest rates again. It's kind of the only tool that the Fed has to get inflation under control. And with them arguing over whether or not to raise the debt ceiling again, here's a hint: they probably will, because they pretty much never, ever are like, no, let's not do that. Let's pay our bills instead. And so that may cause more printing, which will lead to more inflation. So hope that gets voted down. Whether you're right, left, or in the middle, or anywhere else in between, I think that that's something that we can kind of all agree on, that it makes more sense to live within your means and pay your bills. And so that's what I hope that's the decision that they come to. So I hope that they do not print any more money, but they don't have a great track record for not doing that. I'll try to join the bid here. 41.
Order filled.
Right, in one contract at 41, and I'm trying to get out at 41.75, and it immediately went against us. Wow. Okay. Okay. 40's got to be my line in the sand. So we're going to need a bounce off 40. I was looking for a long up to 41.75. I'm grateful I only went in with one contract. Trying to start small. This doesn't look great though, and so I'm gonna cut this.
Order filled.
I think I just lost about $100 on that. 100 plus fees, yeah. So 103. It's a $3 round trip from 40. That was 8 ticks down. Ouch. I'm grateful I went in with only one contract. I might actually trade the micro today, just because the movement does seem pretty volatile. Well, at least that seemed pretty volatile. I don't know. I'm gonna try a short here.
Order filled.
I don't know if I like this either. The idea is a short off the
Order
9.
filled.
So I guess it worked. Made a tiny little bet back, like $5. I guess it worked. The idea was a short off the 9 EMA. The reason why I was sketchy about it is really because how much the TTM is actually stacking up. So because that TTM stack, it's like shorting actually feels kind of sketchy to me. I gotta be very careful not to give back my profits from this morning. For whatever reason, it's really easy for me to trade the overnight session. I don't know why. The volume was crazy low, which makes it slow, but it also seems kind of predictable. I don't know. There's always like one guy with like 58 contracts controlling the whole market. I think that was our first loss of the day, actually. Yeah, that was our one and only loss. It was $100. Only for a crossover. Instead of this one, I took with the anticipation of the crossover and the stack up on the TTM. So I'll wait for an actual crossover. Just wait for a trend reversal. We're down about $1,000 from what we were yesterday. Yesterday we lost like $1,352. We've made back a 286 of that. Well, it's 384 a second ago. Big drop, big rejection off the 9. It's just rejecting off the 9 over and over again. It doesn't look like it's coming around anytime soon. So I probably should just be cool with shorting it if that's the case. Lows are down here at 31.75. I think that we have potential to actually hit these lows. Zoom. Oh, wow. It's dropping like a stone. When was the last time I hit this? At 31.75. Can't even like pull it out far enough to find it. was a major drop there. Off the 9, dropping from 38 and a quarter all the way down to 33. This was 9,500 contracts. So this is actually the same thing that was happening yesterday that ended up costing me over $1,000. Was basically going long off one of these and then getting hit with a falling knife like this. When the bears are out, man, they can really, really hit it heavy. The last time this amount of contracts was way over here at 6:30 at the open. Still dropping. I pulled all the way up to 36 and a half and dropped all the way down to 33 and a half. No move for me right now. The 9 is extended right now at 37. Consider taking a long up to the 9.
Order filled.
It's short at 36 and a quarter. And it's ranking up. I was looking for a move down to 35.50. I was looking for a rejection off that 9. But I don't know if we're gonna get that. Let's switch over to the 20-second chart. Yeah, that's not happening. I gotta cut that. I just gave away all my profits on the day. That's horrible, man. 2 trades and I just picked the wrong directions on them. I went short just because like it's such heavy short momentum, but it turned around just as fast. The intuition said to go long there, and I went short, looking for a rejection off the 9, and I just didn't do it. It's a little too volatile for me today. Number 1, I got to trade really small, and I only needed to move slightly in my direction. So I just need to be able to get in like as it moves in that direction. That's kind of it. Seems easy, but it's kind of not. I'm gonna watch out for rejection off 40.
Order filled.
I went short. I'm looking for 3 ticks down. Just 3 ticks down. I want to see some people take some profit for a second. There's too much consolidation here.
Order filled.
Officially red on the day. All it took was trading in the daytime. Kind of challenging day for me. I was kicking butt. Started off with $384 when we started the stream, and now we're negative. Negative 35.08. So this was the actual trade idea for this one here. Guess I just needed to hold through that pullback, or pull up rather, the opposite of a pullback. You're gonna try a short again. For whatever reason, every time I go short, it rips up. For every time I go long, it rips down. So I'm kind of having the same problem I had yesterday, where I'm having an issue judging the direction.
Order filled.
All right, we got that. We're back in profit on the day, 38.92. Like I said, we were paused 384 as the day started, and now we're only paused about $39. So we have. I don't want to say that I have ground to make up because I am green, but whatever it is, I need to make sure that I'm judging the proper direction. That's been challenging both yesterday and today for me. Gonna take some deep breaths. Stretch out. So this did fall pretty well. This is an upside down cup and handle. So this will likely pop back up to the 9 and then fall down off of there. I'm gonna check. Yeah, the moving average crossover is pretty far away. I'm gonna go for a short off of this pop here.
Order filled.
Okay, in short 38.50. I think I also need to wait, choose my entries better as well. I think that could help. I think I could probably do that by determining support and resistance levels beforehand. I'm just gonna look to get out of this.
Order filled.
All right. So I could have held it. It's the stalling out that makes me nervous a lot of the time. Where it does this and it'll stall there for what feels like forever. Okay, so up 52.92 on the day. Ways to go to get back to that 384 that we were up. But that's not necessarily the main goal. Main goal is just to stay green and keep our trailing max going up. I'm gonna zoom out here. So this is that upside down cup and handle. So I expect a rejection down from here. I expect it to reject right here. This might pop in a little bit. So I expect it to reject off of 38. Maybe off this 50 moving average. Resistance at 40. And some resistance at 39. Double top there on the 50. 9's above 12. No 26 cross yet. We'll check this on the 1. Short here.
Order filled.
Short off 36.50. Should have shorted off a 38, like I mentioned. Yeah, absolutely. Should have shorted off a 38. .4 is 5. I'm looking for a move down to 35.75. It's just taking too long for the moves, man.
Order filled.
Like they're like delaying out there for a while. 71.92 on the day. Made a tiny profit on that. Again, I'm making these like 1 tick profits just because these like stall outs are really long. So I definitely could have held that for the full 3 ticks. We pulled the single tick out of it. Up 71.92 on the day. I think we had 2 losses, but the losses were quite large. Oh, it was 3 losses. But we took a $275 loss and a $100 loss, which $8 profits away. And we're making that back now, but it's slow. Slow moving. I mean, there's a lot of volatility, and the direction's just kind of difficult for me to determine at the moment. I think over on the whole, we're kind of bearish, but really we're flat on the day on the ES. We got a science switch there. Oops. $15 and 200 are very, very far away. 37.58 and 37 or 43.49. So they're incredibly far away. Might take a short here. I don't know. Need a little bit more information here on the TTM. Wait for this candle to close. By the way, if y'all chilling out there, let me know. Like, subscribe, or drop a comment or something. Ah, should have gone short, man. Like we mentioned. I'm short now.
Order filled.
So in 2 contracts. I'm looking for this to just rip down. Don't pop, dude. Literally popped like right on my sell order.
Order filled.
That's how I moved it back up. And man, still made money on that. 90.92 on the day, but movement is so volatile, dude. Look at this craziness. New low on the day, or actually double low. Now new low. Just insane levels of volatility. So this might reject off the 9 EMA. That's been a pretty consistent move of the day. Whoops. Sometimes these lines are actually just more annoying than not. It's a wonderful Discord community. All right. So we bounced here last time and kind of rejecting now. So it's really off this $35 zone. Massive amounts of volatility, man. 200 moving average is at 42.57, while the 50 EMA is at 36.25. Let's figure out when they're going to cross. We have 42.48 minus 36.27, so they're diverged 6.21. We'll have new information in about 2 seconds. Okay, so 42.40 minus 36.24, so 6.16. So it's moving at a rate of about 5 cents. So divided by 0.05 equals 616. Can be right. I'm still figuring out this math. I've done it a couple of times successfully, but I don't have it memorized. So 42.26 minus 36.19. So we're diverged 607. And then I need another candle after this. Okay, so we have one. We have 42.18 minus 36.12. Yeah, I don't remember how to do this. I'll figure it out and then let you all know. So did reject there off the 9 and also off the 35. I don't know. Buy off 32 doesn't seem too bad. Long off 32. Especially with low down here at 31.50. It's kind of like a double low kind of situation. A lot of droppage.
Order filled.
Join the bid off 32.75. And My sell order up a little high, actually. I'm gonna put my sell order at 34.
Order filled.
So my profit there at 33.75. So we got 4 ticks on that. Up 184.92. Looks like 34.75 would have worked out. Or 30. I don't remember what I had it at. Rejecting off the EMA 35 again. It's been pretty consistent. Need to go for 7 ticks. Seems very like available in this market, but not overly aggressive. So up 184.92 on the day. We started the day up 384. Started the stream up 384. So currently about a $200 loss on the stream so far. Still green on the day though. What up, Tiny Time? Yeah, I mean, sort of. I was off to a better start. Like I traded in the overnight session and I was up 384 when we started the stream. Now I'm up 1 to 84. But I did give back all of that and went red and then made that back. So it's super, super volatile. And I haven't traded these volatile markets in a while. Last time it was this volatile was like September. So like September, October, November. And we did well during those markets, but I was like tuned in to that volatility. You know what I mean? Dude, same. It's actually from a book I read in school. Like the school didn't assign it. It was my best friend at the time, and actually dude was basically my brother through most of my life. Unfortunately he died during COVID. Um and I actually very much miss the guy, but we read this series of books together called The Wheel of Time, and Robert Jordan wrote these books. One was called The Fires of Heaven. I want to say that was the second book in the series. I don't know if I remember. But yeah, they were pretty cool. Like fun books, and they're very long, like 1,000 pages. Um, but yeah, he started reading them when we were kids, and he inspired me to read them, um, and funny enough, so like right before he died, because like we would just talk about these books all the time, just like randomly throughout life. I knew this dude since I was 9 years old. We stayed friends, like really, really close brothers, basically, um, throughout our entire life. And he died. So we talked a lot about these books just growing up, and some of the stuff that we thought about them, and kind of like philosophize about these books and whatnot. And then they turned it in. Amazon turned it into a TV series, which launched like right after he died. Like literally a month after he died, they launched the series. Um and yeah, I don't know. That was in 2021. So uh definitely miss him. He died like September 30th, I think. September 30th, 21. But yeah, miss him. He was a very good person. So yeah, that's for you, brother. Didn't mean to bring the vibe down. I mean, truth is, like, I just have a ton of great memories with this person. So, new low there at 31. And you can see this channel here. This downward channel. Guess I'm trying to work on just the basics a lot. I kind of feel like if we don't practice the basics, it's going to be challenging. I felt like I should have taken that long. Okay, so it kind of looks like we're beginning to break off these lows and actually begin to break away from this channel. You can see we're coming up to test the 50 moving average. The 9 is above the 12. We may even get a silent switch here. I'm gonna go long, see if I can get in at like 33.25.
Order filled.
So in 33.25, I've got an exit point there at 35, but I actually think that's a little aggressive given my entry. Maybe not. I'm gonna pull the profit there. I'm kind of skittish today, so I took 3 ticks on that. Looks like that peaked at 34.50. I'm gonna switch this to, well, 4 ticks seems really reasonable, so let's go with 4. We're back up to 53.92 on the day. We're almost back to where we started. And we may get like some rejection right here. What happened earlier when we got above this? We can find it. It's right here. So we ran up, pulled back on a red, then got a doji with a rip, and then a drop down. Now, if you notice, the 200 moving average has worked its way all the way down to where that was, 39.86. So it's dropped a lot. Getting a lot of dojis there. We may reject and pull back down, but this is looking like we're on pace for a little bit of a trend reversal. 33.79 and 39.79, like exactly $6 apart. So we just need to know how much it's dropping per 20 seconds. It's easier on a minute chart to do this math, I think. So for the minute chart, we're at 43.15 minus 37.16, so it's 5.99. So we'll see what we get now. We have 43.09 minus 37.01, so it's 6.08. Wait, it went up. That's weird. Yeah, we're like barely moving along that channel. $3.85 and $39.59. Nice pop here. I would expect to pull back to this 9 EMA and a bounce off that. So pull back to about 34.25. Watch out for resistance at 35. I'll just mark it. That's already marked. I just put a line over a line. Popping off that. I'm gonna take a look at this on the 1. Okay, so the 1 is actually really what I need to be watching right now for this. You see 9's getting above 12, but we haven't crossed over yet. We're running into resistance to the EMA 35. I think we have room up to 37. But I think we need a pullback. We've been going straight for 1-2 with a doji, and then 1-2. It's not too extended, but I wouldn't mind a pullback to about 34.25, or even 34. Below 34, though, it's not a buy for me. 1.19. 2 seconds left in this candle. A little pop there. 9's above 12. No crossover yet. We could just flash down and reject. We do have 9 above 12, so that looks good on confirmation. This almost looks like an ascending wedge for that, like this little spot here. But I wonder if we'll rip up again and then wedge off that, like reject at 37 basically. Okay, 9 is above 12. 9 is getting above the 26 cross there. We're getting a little pullback here. I might put a long entry off of 35.25.
Order filled.
Okay, entered long at 35.25. Looking for an exit at 36. It's pulling back. Pull back all the way to the 9 there.
Order filled.
I picked up one more contract. I'm trying to get both of them out at 35.50. Well, all three of them, rather. Getting a little sketchy on this one. A little bit of 35.25.
Order filled.
All right, we got that. That was a little bit of a sketchy trade. Didn't love that one, but I didn't totally hate it. That's why I didn't cut it. We're up 307.42 on the day. No. Let's see. I appreciate that. I actually do appreciate that because, hard to tell what price we'll do here. I totally agree, man. It's just all over the place. But yeah, I think that we're going to try for the view up as well. 42.43 was support and resistance all during the overnight session. And I totally agree. It is right in the 9 EMA. Very close. So luckily we got out with some good profit. Could have got that extra tick, but you know, I think thinking that and feeling that and stuff like that is really just it's just FOMO at work. 38.62 and 34.42. So we're diverged about 420 now, almost exactly 420 on the divergence. It's 421 is the divergence there. Taking some pullback now. This actually looks decent for a short. Right there, but I'm not gonna take that because like it might happen and like it might work out, but it actually does look like this is stacking up. So if it does short, I think it will go down to like 33 and then bounce. Like if it does drop, I should say, not short. But that's what I'm saying. Like I don't feel like taking it because this right here could very easily bounce right here. It's a pretty consistent bounce pattern a lot of the time. I'm not going to take it because I don't have all the other confirmation that I want to see. But it is a pretty consistent bounce pattern right there. Let me go this way. Move off 35 would be nice. I'm going to put a standing order at 35. See if we pull back to there. 35 is just below the 9. I think we're just going to bounce, though. Yeah, we are. So we might have a run up to about... So I originally said 37 was what we have room to. We might have room actually more to like 38. So I said 37 in the past because this is where the 50 EMA was. So this is actually breaking through this with a reasonable amount of gusto. That candle closed. This one's opening up at open at 36.50 and pulling back some. Getting a little hammer candle on this ascension here. We got that 912 cross. And we're on approach for a 912 crossing above the 35. That would look nice and bullish there. This crossover, and then all three of them crossing over the 50 would look pretty bullish indeed. Pulling back down to 36 now. Attempting to take this long. 2 and 4. Hopefully it doesn't run without me. I'm gonna put a standing order at 36. I think it's a 1 minute pullback. Oh, actually we dojied on that. I cut it because we dojied. I actually would have liked it more if it was a red. Because we dojied, that's why I cut. Oftentimes when you get a doji at the higher end of the move, you get a pretty large pullback like this. So this pulled back from 36.50 down to 35.25, so 5 ticks down. Average volume is 711 or so, 760 for the 20-second chart. It's actually beginning to pull back pretty heavily, pulling back all the way down to 34.75. So 35 was an entry point that I was interested in taking earlier. No longer interested in that right now. It's pulling back pretty heavily. So it might find support right here off this spot. If it doesn't, which it did just break through it might pull back up. But this actually looks like it's gonna continue to go down a bit. I'm tempted to take a short here. I would expect it to drop like a whole buck though. I gotta check this other one. I might be missing moves, but I found that if the TTM doesn't load and I go like this, sometimes it makes it load. Like it's actually kind of consistent. And it won't load until I do that. I tested it. Doesn't happen all the time, but it happens sometimes. It's kind of weird. ES is officially red on the day, slightly. So that was a short zone. And looked like a nice short off of 35. Continuing to drop. So really this rejected. So I said we had room up to 37. It's peaked at 37.50. But really it rejected at the 50 EMA. And it's been dropping since. It's dropped $5 since this area here. So what is that, 20 ticks? Yeah, I think people are waiting Papa Powell to speak. Papa Powell. It sounds weird. It feels weird to say. uh but yeah, I don't particularly love dojis either. I have played them intentionally though before, where it's essentially like if there's a doji at the bottom of a move, like if the doji like right here, like I've actually taken a long off this because a lot of times when there's a doji at the bottom of the move, you gotta move up. When there's a doji at the top of a move, you gotta move down. So it's kind of consistent. It's not 100% accurate. I'll tell you that right now. It's not. And I definitely wouldn't call it a strategy. I think it's like a 60-40, maybe a 70, maybe a 65-35 chance. Because you can see there's an example right here where there's a doji at the top of this move and still continued upward. It's just vast majority of the time, like I said, about 65% of the time, you get the doji at the top, and then you get the downward move. You get the doji at the bottom, and you get the upward move. And so, it's definitely not its own strategy, in my opinion. Somebody might have it mastered, though. I don't know. The world's a big place, and there's a lot of traders out there. Most of them you'll never, ever know or see. Because most of them probably exist in hedge funds. Well, I doubt that. I'm sure most of the traders are actually retail, but I think that there's probably a pretty good amount of them that exist in hedge funds. 34.62 on, or 34.41, sorry, on the 50 and 37.23. Now 37.16 and 34.39. So these are approaching pretty well. So we're diverged about 277. Now we're at 37.10 minus 34.39, so 271. So 6 cents. Okay, so 0.06, and we're gonna multiply that by 3. So that's 18. So 18 cents per minute. And so for us to get to 2.71, we multiply by 18 cents. So 15 minutes for this crossover. That's how that math works. I was messing it up because I wasn't doing the multiple of 3. We might get a run up towards it though. I'll put a standing order long at 34.75. I think it's just going to run though. Oh, got a little pullback. Wow, that like filled me way up there. That sucks. I did not intend to get filled right there. I was intending to get filled at 35.75. Damn. That was not my intention. I meant to get filled right here at like 35.75. But this did pull all the way back to 35. It's bouncing off of that. Tried to take it long there off 35.50. Came up to our entry, but not our sell. Come on. You know you want to pop. It's just too bad it entered where it entered, man. I should stop hitting join the bid today. It's too scary to do so.
Order filled.
It's sold. That was a scary trade. 326.42. Gotta breathe after that. I don't think 15 minutes matters. I think we're just gonna keep on ripping. Yeah, we might get a. I think we might get a move up towards VWAP soonish. There's a double top there. It didn't even care. Went right through it. Up 326.42. So we worked our way back up from the red. Still not as good of a position as we were in when we started the stream, but close. Yeah. So little volume now seems weird. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, everybody who subscribes. We're growing slowly but surely. So let's pull back all the way to 36.50. And the new one opened at 36.50, pulled down a little bit, and is ripping. This rip looks pretty strong, honestly. I'll be looking for a pullback now to about 36.50. So here's a doji at the top. So I'd be looking for a pullback now to about 36.50. Not 36, that's too low. But like 36.50 to 36.75. Okay, we're looking for a bounce off this 9 exponential right here. I was gonna try to get in right there. Just missed it. That kind of was the move, so I don't really want to take past this. We're very close to the crossover now. We're about 80 cents apart. Along here.
Order filled.
In long at 36.75. Again, I shouldn't have hit join the bid. I should have tried to get in at 36.50, which honestly would have been a better move. So I'm gonna cut this right here.
Order filled.
I was hoping to cut that at 37.50 too. I'm kind of having to like time stuff, and that's not great. Up 370.42 on the day. So that was from 36.75 to 37. So those 2 ticks. I could have left it just standing how it was, because I could have got the 2 more ticks on that, which is what I was going for. We're very close to the moving average crossover. I'm gonna go for 7 ticks off of it, and I might look for an entry off 37 if I can. I'm gonna wait for the crossover to happen, but it's super close. I don't see any reason why it won't happen. 35 is above 50. We're very close to everything, so I'm gonna just take a quick peek of the 1. Hopefully it doesn't run yet. Come on. Okay, so 37 was what I said might be a reasonable entry point. I still stand by that, actually. I'm going to put a order there at 37. So I'm in at 37. Filled. I'm looking for, I got 2 contracts, and I'm looking for a move up to 38 off this flag here. This is standing there at 38. All right, we got that 4 ticks, 2 contracts, now up 464.42 on the day. Good. So we got ahead of what we started at, and there's the 5200 cross about to happen. So I'm pretty sure we're going to get a rip inbound now for a move up towards 42, which is at the VWAP. We may consolidate here for a minute or 2 and pop off that. Let's take a look at the at everything on the day. So we only lost those 3 trades. So our accuracy today is at 89.2%. Very high accuracy. It's currently 841 here on the Pacific side of the country, Pacific side of the United States. And so we only took those 3 losses, but they were big. One of them was, I think, like, well, what was the largest loss? The largest loss was $137.50, but we ended up losing $412.50. We've made a total profit of $1,032.50 for a gross P&L of $620. Pull in our fees of $134, and that's how we get our P&L on the day of $464 or so, or $64.42. So looks like it's actually rejecting that crossover. It's crazy. It's not. This is probably one of the most accurate crossovers that there is 5200 on the 20-second chart. I don't know if it's going to continue to be lost on it, though. It looks like it has an opportunity to turn around. By the way, y'all, if you're trying to earn funding in the futures market, you may want to check out Elite Trader Funding or Apex Trader Funding. So both are great companies. Apex Trader Funding has often very crazy deals. I believe they're running 90% off right now. And you can get access to as low as $25K and as high as $300,000. They also have a 100K static account that allows you 2 contracts. But this price tag that you see here, $187, this is for TradingView or Trade-Evate. It's a slight bit cheaper if you go with NinjaTrader. I think NinjaTrader is a little too complicated for me, so I like Trade-Evate and TradingView myself. But you can take this $187, and they often give you 90% off for first month. So that'd be $18.70, and then it's 80% off every month thereafter, which brings it to $37.40 before tax. So pretty inexpensive for the 50K account, which is what I'm currently working on. It allows me 10 contracts in the micro. Profit goal is 3,000, so I need to hit 53,000 in the account, and I have a trailing threshold of $2,500. So that's these guys, Apex Trader Funding. There's also Elite Trader Funding as well, which what I really like about these guys, they have amazing customer service, which I think is incredibly important, and they have a really awesome community. Personally, I think the best values here start at the 25K because it's a max drawdown of 1,500 with a profit target of only 1,500. It allows you 3 contracts, which normally I trade anyway. Currently, this has some deals on it as well. If you use the link in the description with the promo code JSBEST, you'll actually lock in whatever the biggest deal is right now. And I did get an email from them saying that they're running a sale, but I didn't get an opportunity to read it. So yeah, no worries, Tiny. I probably need to jump off here myself just to make sure that I lock in my profits on the day. Because yesterday we were up $250 or so. Then we ended up giving back 1,400 of that. And what was 30% of the way funded is now $110 down on the account. So I think there is probably a lot of value in me walking away today. Here we are at 8:45. This looks to me like it's going to rip. So a pullback to the 9 at 36.50 looks pretty good. TTM's at 0.67 on the 20-second chart. I would need to measure this on the 1 and see what's up. So the 1 minute is the cup and handle. So pullback again to 36.75, 37 area would look really good. There's a lot of resistance right there. Just in this whole area here at 37.50 zone. Nine's above 12. This looks like it's gonna pop. Had to get a cyan switch. This just looks like it's gonna run. Nine's above 12. Got a cyan switch. Everything is bullish right now on this. I'm gonna switch to 3 ticks and look for an entry off of like 37.25. Nah, that's not gonna happen. So breaking out of that zone now. Like I said, I think we have room up to 42. Massive rip there. With a massive rip up, there might be a massive rip down. That hit 4140, which was acting as support and resistance a lot through the overnight session. The 9, excuse me, is a little too far extended away, so I think we need to pull back to 38. Take a look at the 3-minute chart as well. Okay, so we're actually running into resistance here at the 50 EMA on the 3-minute side. 3-minute did get a 9-12-26 cross and a cyan switch. Cyan's at 1.8. So 38 is the area that I want to see it hold, and then a bounce off 38. TTM on the 1 minute is at 1.8, down from 2.0. Let's pull back to about 37.75. We go long right here on 37.75. We're going to get out at 38.50. Gonna try to get out 38 actually. Just be a single tick.
Order filled.
All right, we got it. I bailed early. It'll probably pop, but I bailed early just because I just wanted to. I don't want to risk what I got for the day. I'm up 483.42. And yesterday I lost like 1,325 or something like that. So I think it was 1325 and then minus our 483 on the day. So that's still an $842 difference in order for me to get back just to where I was yesterday. So yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like I should walk away, even though there is plenty of volume and volatility on the day. And moves like this are going to continue throughout the day up until Jay Powell speaks and likely tells us that our interest rates are going up. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down there. I'm going to walk away. I'm going to lock in the profits, trying to make sure that I do that every day. I do have a profit target of about $500 a day. Anywhere between 200 and 500 is really where I'm trying to be at on a daily basis. And, we're within that range right now. I'm at like 480 and some change. So I'm going to walk away and try and maintain my account. Before I go, just get my charts up here. So this did actually pop to 38.50, which was our exit off that 38.75 zone. So before we go, trailing max at 13.43 out of 2,500, representing that loss from yesterday. So still have a ways to go on that. Our accuracy on today was 89.66%, and our loss rate was 10.3%. So pretty solid accuracy on trading. We did take some pretty heavy losses. We had a large losing trade at 275 that wiped out a huge amount of our profits that we made in the overnight session, but we were able to make that back. Let's see. Yeah, so that's kind of what we're looking like on the day. On the week, I think we're down slightly because of yesterday. So technically our gross P&L is 95. So technically, we are green on the week. Out of 75 trades, we got 60 wins. Our accuracy on the week is 80%. Um, and unfortunately, even with our less amounts of losses, we've taken some pretty large ones. This one was yesterday at 637.50. That was our largest loss of the week, and definitely one of my larger losses ever. You can see we did a pretty good job throughout this area, keeping the losses pretty low. But this was all yesterday right here. Yeah, we took a couple bad trades yesterday, and that kind of killed a lot of our progress. So we're just working our way back. But pretty good accuracy on the whole. If we had taken no losses, we'd almost be at funding. But isn't that that's obviously not reality. So, all right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. I'm gonna jump to our Discord community, and if you're not in our Discord community, you're absolutely gonna want to join. We have some awesome traders like Tiny, Pawn, myself, Kendall, and a bunch of other awesome traders as well. And we'd love to have you guys in there. Come in, say what up. Let us know your reflection and your results on the day as well. For now, peace out. I'll see you tomorrow, 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 market time. Peace out, y'all. Have a great day.